You were actually telling me about a scam that you almost got scammed. You did get scammed.
Well, it's not a scam so much as I see it more as fraud or false advertising. So I use Fiverr a lot. I love these freelancer networks because I used to use them a lot to get jobs for myself, and it's great for to build experience. You want to build up a portfolio. You don't have a lot of experience, and you know you put a small service up there, and then all of a sudden you can make some logos, make some website, fix some problems, and you can get some visibility. But
Mhm.
because they're so good for like the North American or the Western world market, what happens is that you get a lot of foreigners. You get the Russians and Indians and people, Asians who put up accounts there, pretend to be white people from Nebraska, who was just they have 4 to 5 years experience in logo design, and they just want to be able to help you out. And I mean, the red flag should really start at the beginning because I don't know why these people don't use spell check. They use Google Translate. So I make you a logo right now, real good, and you're like, okay. But sometimes you don't see that red flag at the beginning. It's just enough misspelling in what they're saying that they sound like a millennial. So you're like,
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was
okay,
about to say. Like the amount of
yeah,
times, like I had a guy on Fiverr, and he had spelling mistakes and weird structures to him. He was a foreigner, but still. And I was like, but hang on a second. It used to be that proper English was a good tell whether or not you're dealing with someone legitimate or not. Now it's like you don't know. Is this my auntie? Is this my cousin? Like
right.
it's just regular
And
regular
then what
people.
happens is that the samples you get back don't really take into consideration like the information you put in your requests. Like, oh, this is sort of color schemes I'm looking for. This kind of the theme. I want something to merge this with that idea. And they're like, oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, I understand. And you get back something that's just like this is nothing like what I asked for. The thing is, sometimes it's good, not good for you, but it's just like, oh, this is good. And then you
Mhm.
realize, as I realized today, they're just going on like 99 designs or whatever. They're going on some other freelancer website and we're taking your request, giving it to those people, and they're giving you some generic thing, or they downloaded some generic thing. They modify a few things and give you this logo.
Wow,
And
wow.
so once it looked too nice and too quick, and it didn't have any of my things, I'm like, who is simultaneously creative in doing the actual work, but takes none of my input into the design? So then I started looking up, doing reverse image searches on the logos on Google Images, and then I
Mhm.
found all their logos on there. I was like, so I started messaging them. I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend the next 15 minutes berating this person. And I was like, hey, can you give me proof about this? And why is your English so bad? And what's going on here? What's going on there? And then slowly I'm like, you're a liar, you're a scammer. This is totally fake. These are not yours. You didn't create them. You got them on another site. And the person's like, no, no, it's totally fine. I'm reporting you right now. And I'm sending emails to Fiverr. Here's the links to all the fraud stuff. And here's the whole text. I'm going to keep reporting you until I see your name gone. But it makes no difference because it's just going to create a new account.
That's right.
There'll be Sally Jussie Raphael now from North Carolina. What can you
Sally,
do?
Jesse, Raphael. What is that from?
It's the Ninja Turtles, the 3 Ninja Turtles.
But Sally?
Yeah, Sally's the this is the remake when they were trying to be more woke, so they had the female Ninja Turtle there.
Oh, I didn't
You
know.
know.
I didn't even know there was a remake. I had no clue.
Yeah, this is the remake. Yeah, Sally Jesse Raphael. Mhm.
You know what? I'm being
Melissa's
scammed right
laughing.
now.
Melissa's
I'm being
laughing in the
scammed.
background.
Phyllis is not the only one. There's
Yeah.
Sam here
But
is
you
laughing as
you
well.
love them scams. You got me onto the
Oh, I
the scam hunters.
absolutely love scams. I like
Yeah.
finding them. I don't want to be fooled by them. I grew up as a religious guy in church, so experience with scams right from the get go. So I'm always very interested in how people tell. I'm very interested in the truth, but I'm also very interested in how people lie. I got scammed when I was 16 years old. A guy came up to me on the street. He had a briefcase and a tie, and he's like, "Oh, I need $60 just to get back to Toronto." Did it strike me as a little weird that this guy just walking around in my neighborhood needing a bus ticket to wherever he was going? A little bit, but
But he
I'm a good
needed help.
Christian.
He needed
Yeah, I'm
help.
a good Christian. And what would Jesus do? Okay, what would Jesus do? Ask questions? Doubt? No, of course not. Of course not. So I gave that guy $60. I got my Western Union slip. He's like, I'll send it back when I get back. And I waited for days and days and days and days. A week goes by, 2 weeks. And I was like, I think I got scammed. I think I got scammed. I stumbled upon this YouTube channel, Tom. Scams, scams, Tom.
Mhm.
I came across this YouTuber. I told you about him. I was talking to him with Alex. People must know about this guy. His name is Kitboga. Kitboga does these hilarious videos where he does something called scam baiting. Okay, scam baiting. So there's people who are scammers out there, and there are people who bait scammers,
Well,
and
just give
their whole.
a little rundown of the scams, because I didn't even know these scams existed, like in this industrial way. I didn't realize. I thought it was just a few people doing it. I didn't know it was an industry.
So in places around the world, I'll take India as an example, but it happens in Africa. It happens in other places. I'll give you an example of a scam. This is a very popular scam. It's called a refund scam, and this is where uh, a scammer will call from a call center and will claim that you're owed money from Amazon or something like that, from Amazon, from Microsoft, some computer software that you allegedly purchased, and they have to give you this refund. They have to give you a refund of $500. So then they access your computer with your permission. You download this a program to give them access to the computer, and then they proceed to instruct you about this refund. And then you have to like enter information, blah blah blah, and then a mistake occurs, and then they accidentally give you $5,000 instead of 500. Except they don't actually give you $5,000. They just, because they have access to the computer, they change the code on the webpage to make it look like your bank received 5,000 instead of
No, first
nothing.
they transfer the money from one of your accounts
That's
to your
one way they
checking
do it.
account.
That's
Yeah.
one way they do it.
No,
One way
but
they do it.
then they change the code to make it
No,
look like
not
this
all the time.
transfer. Oh, I see.
Not all the time. It's
I see.
different depending on their skill, depending on
Right.
what they want to do. They can go into your when they access your computer. They can see, if they see you have a savings account and a checking account. Then what they might do is, without you realizing it, they'll transfer money from your savings account to your checking account, and then you'll look at your checking account and go, "Oh, the balance has increased. They must have given me too much money," not realizing that it came from your savings account. But
Right.
whether maybe you don't have a savings account, maybe you don't have enough money in there, or maybe the person doesn't want to actually go through the effort of getting your password, like observing your
Right.
password and logging
Right.
into your account, they can just change the HTML, the code on the page, to visually make it look like the thing is different, but nothing has ever happened. And if you don't refresh the page, then you don't know. So it depends on what they want to do. Like what they want you to do is to go to the store to get gift cards, and then to give them the gift card numbers as a to repay this,
Yeah, they're
$5,000
saying this
extra.
money was transferred to you by accident, but they can't just take it out. They can't just take it back. So you, being a good Samaritan, you got to go to a Target, a Best Buy, or something, get a gift card for 500 to a couple of $1,000s, and read to them, give them the number for the gift card, which they then deposit into their own account.
That's right, and this is usually targeted to elderly people, which I'll get to that in a second.
And the
But
good-hearted.
the good-hearted.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a numbers game, but that's one of the reasons they might not send money from your savings account to your checking, is because, like, they need you to have money in your account to go and buy these gift cards. So
Mhm.
they can't. You might be thinking I have $6,000 in my account, but you might only have $2,000 in the account. So they have to. There's different ways for
Right.
them to do it. But the whole scam is that they pretend that you're owed money. They make it look like you've received this too much money, and then they ask you for that money back. Some people take that cash, they put it in a box and mail it to them. Some people get
Yeah.
gift cards. There's different ways for them to do it. So there are people out there. So there are elderly people out there, and everybody. But you probably get these calls, whether it's a voicemail on your phone, somebody calling you, cold calling, or you call a number that you think is legit, and
Or
then
an
they scam.
email. Yeah.
That's right, and so they're scamming people. Hundreds of centers are doing this in India alone. So
It's a
this is not a
multi-billion-dollar industry.
it's not a small operation. The police are often in on it in the areas that they're in. They go into a call center. So often, sometimes the call center is legitimate. There are other businesses doing call center work there, and then they're also operating their LLC and scamming people out of their money. It's absolutely insane. But what's
Mhm.
even more insane is that there's people who make it their job to waste these guys' time. That's what scam baiting is, okay? Scam baiting, for the most part, is wasting the scammer's time, because every hour they're on the phone with you, they're not on the phone with someone else. So Kitboga, he's look. I'll just show you a little bit of it, and
Yeah.
instead of describing it, and it might be a little better. So let's see if I can do this here. All right, there we go. So let's listen to a little bit of Kitboga.
All right. So you want that money to be transferred on your personal checking account 1337, right?
That's right. That's right.
Now, madam, do you have a pen and paper with you?
No, I don't believe in paper products. They're ruining our environment.
So wait. So what's happening right now? What's happening right now is that Kitboga, he's like he does voices and puts on skits. Like he's trying to waste their time, but he's trying to make it entertaining for us to watch. So in this clip, he's pretending to be Edna, which is this elderly woman, and you're gonna see he's just dragging on, wasting their time. And I'll tell you the punchline when we get to the end of this.
I want
Okay,
my
so be handy
grandchildren
with the,
to be able to live on God's green flat earth. And if we
yeah,
murder all our trees like savages, they're not going to have any air to breathe. And that's the
yeah,
truth.
be handy with a pen and paper.
What?
Okay, and what is your refund amount? Do you remember what?
Okay, so what he's doing right now is so the scammer has the person access their bank account, right? And then he's going to ask them to take down a piece of paper to note the balance of their account before he does his mistake, because the scam really hinges on you believing that you got more money than you thought. So he wants to draw your attention to the number that you're seeing, so that when that number changes, it's immediately obvious to you. Look, I had
and
$600
you have to
before, now
realize
I
it
have 600.
because you can't be like, oh, well, let me go check to see my transactions to see what happened here. It has to be that to you, it's obvious. Oh my god, a mistake just immediately happened.
Exactly right. So let's take a look.
What is your refund amount?
It's $100, I think.
$100?
I think so. I don't. Maybe it was 200.
Yeah, it's $199.99.
I think it's
Okay.
200. It's 299. That's what it was.
No, it's 199.
Did you catch what he did? He transferred money in between my accounts. He transferred the 4,199 from my savings account to my checking account.
Write down your refund ID. I'm giving you your refund ID. Have a note of it.
Okay, so he's
I'm
giving her
ready for
A
it.
as an apple.
he's giving her this refund ID in order to waste her time distracted, not looking at the screen. He's going to give her this long number that means absolutely nothing. And right now you can see he's changing the code on the screen. All right. I know I see this hand here that says drag to move. I don't know why it's there. My mouse is not there, but anywho, that's what's happening right now. I just want to make sure that that's clear. Okay, I can get rid of the hand.
Okay, K is in
A as
Cal.
P as in Peter.
B is in basketball.
M as in Mary.
I just
N is
imagine
in
people going through this.
November.
Oh my god.
This happens to real people.
And P as in Peter.
G is in golf.
He's not even paying attention. The whole point is to have you be distracted so you're not
If you don't mind me
looking at the
asking you,
screen.
are you joking with me?
Oh, he caught it that time.
Was it G?
Are you Peter?
N.
All right, so I just fast forward a little bit. Your money has got transferred to the bank. But by mistake, we transferred you
Yes.
4,199.
Yes.
So Enda was giving him such a hard time that he decides he's just going to type it on a notepad.
Can you please? Doesn't work as well. Yes, darling. There you are. I don't know where you had
Yes.
gone.
Okay, all right. I can't show you this whole thing. I can literally watch this stuff all day. It's really funny. There
He'll
was
do
a
it for
punchline.
hours. He'll do it for 5-6 hours straight.
Yeah, usually it goes for about 2 hours or so, but he can really, he does the whole thing. He'll pretend to drive to Target. He'll pretend to buy the gift cards. There's like all kinds of things in
He'll
the
be the
middle of it.
manager. He'll be his own niece. He'll be a neighbor, and he'll just create these whole scenarios. He has this whole setup that allows him. He'll invite new people. Felicia Day was on his show at one point, pretending to be an old lady, and they'll just do whatever they can to drag out this experience and to really cause the scammer to be incensed. Sometimes they lose their mind. They're so upset. They think of this as their money, and how dare you stop them from getting their money.
That's right.
It's quite incredible. Peter, thank you
It's
so
pretty
much
cool.
for introducing me to it. It's been a trip. Now I can't even watch the edited YouTube videos. I got to watch the Twitch
The
ones
4
because
hour one.
it's great
Well,
background
he has
sound.
another channel. He has another channel called More Kitboga where he releases the full calls. So it's
Yeah,
still
but
new.
literally every broadcast, I'll watch the whole broadcast that he does. Because you really get
cool.
the sense of community that's there. Like the people who are in the Twitch chat with him, the people who are watching, can actually help him. He'll be like, "Okay, guys, I need a Bank of America address that's 30 minutes away from this zip code." Or, "Oh, guys, what did I say in this past one? Can you remember the voice I used for this?" And it's this whole. Or he'll ask for, "Okay, what scenario should I do right now, or what kind of lie?" And it's amazing the collaborative work that's happening here. I mean, it's tied with him, right? He's really good at this. There's other types of scambaiters who have different skill sets. He is a fantastic improver, and wow, if it's not entertaining.
He's super funny. Honestly, I'm in my car in traffic now, and I will listen to this guy. It does not bother me. I get to just have fun listening to him. I gotta show the one of the
Sure.
funniest parts in the video. I mean, I know I'm taking time to do this, but you folks gotta know about this. All right, let's see what he says here.
I thought you ran off.
Do you see?
Before you were able to send the money to my account.
Do you see how much money I have transferred to your account?
What?
Do you see the balance transfer on your account by today's date? How much money you got?
How much? Okay, you're asking how much money
So
you're
this is the
supposed to
scam.
give me. Okay, you're supposed to give me $199, I believe, and then right.
All right, so okay, so let me just move forward here.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the funniest things that this guy does is that okay, do I have to go back and forth? One of the funniest things that this guy does is that he likes to draw them in, making them believe they're going to get this $2,000, they're going to get this $4,000, they're going to get these gift cards. So the moment he has them on the hook, the moment they believe that they're dealing with somebody who's really being fooled, they're not going to let it go. They're no matter kind of how hard he makes it, they're going to try to stay there because that's money for them. Then he gets the gift cards. He does different things, but one of the things he does is that instead of giving them the code for them to be able to redeem the card, he redeems the card accidentally himself, and he pretends that he believes that they're getting the money. So he's like, "I'll do this for you. I'll redeem the cards." And they're like, "No, don't redeem the cards."
Yeah,
Like,
he's pretending
no,
he's
no.
being a clueless old person who doesn't know what they're doing, redeeming the card in their own account. And what's brilliant about this is that he's made up the cards, he's made up the numbers, and he's made up the Google Play website or the Apple website or whatever, because he knows enough programming to pretend like all this happened on a fake computer, on fake websites that these hackers don't know is fake. So as he's typing in the numbers to redeem the cards, which he might have like 6 of these cards, he says, they're losing their mind thinking every single time this old lady is clicking redeem that they're losing out on this money, that they'll never be able to get that money back, and they get they get really upset.
Yeah, okay, let's take a look.
Very satisfying.
Let's take a look real quick.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yep.
Now,
Just trying to make sure I get all these things straightened out here. So
Okay.
I see. I got all the
So,
Google
have you-
cards and everything now. Yeah. And I
Okay,
see
you
you
got
gotta
all the Google
scratch
cards?
them off, right? Hold on.
yeah, scratch the
just-
cards very
Okay.
carefully.
No, I can't see. That's why team viewer on it.
Huh.
Team, you give a look on your computer home screen. Do you see a blue color logo with a white circle on it?
Huh.
Team
Okay, 'cause
viewer
it says $500 has been added to. Whatever. Okay, check it.
Okay, so the scammer is seeing his computer right now.
Team viewer now, huh?
They're seeing his screen.
And they're trying to
This
stop
one
him
is
from
small,
redeeming the card.
so I got the one done. I'm just trying to get the others fine. That way I can get the money over
Alright.
to you.
Okay, hang on. Let me just fast forward.
Hello.
I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello?
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. Stop.
Honey.
Stop.
It's fine. I'm giving it to you for your wedding. I get it.
No. Go stop. You stop. You
It
come
says
down. It's
$500 has been added to your balance. That's what you need.
Don't do it.
No,
Don't do it.
I'm helping you. There's only 2 more left.
No. You come down.
What? No, it says on.
So he's losing money. Like every time Kitboga enters the code, the scammer believes he's losing $500.
Yeah, that card is no
back
longer.
of the
He can no longer
card.
redeem the card.
To go to
No, I
the
say
Google
don't do
store
it. Don't
and
do
you
it.
go to the
Don't
redeem
do anything.
right here
Don't do it.
and you
Don't
paste
do
it
it.
in.
Don't do it.
If you click
Don't do
redeem,
it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
watch.
Don't do it.
When you confirm it,
Don't do it. Don't
says
do it. Don't do it.
$500 has been added to your balance. So
Anyway, I don't want to show everything. You gotta go over and check this out. It's super funny. I mean, I didn't pick the best one like on purpose. I want you to go and check out Kitboga. There's somewhere there people are losing their minds. There's all kinds of scams. People pretend to be the FBI, the FTC. They try to get your Bitcoin. Like there's all
Some he
kinds of
drags out for days, just days and days. Others he becomes he makes them regret what they're doing.
Yeah, that's right. Like some people come like, I mean, anyway, we can talk all day about Kitboga, but the reason I bring it up is that there are people out there who are trying in whatever way that suits them to make the world a better place and to help you. Right? They're champions out there for you. Kitboga is a very interesting champion, but he's out there wasting time. He'll get bank accounts from, sometimes they will give him bank accounts. He'll contact the banks and the banks will shut them down. He's been involved with shutting down call centers. Like the whole call center gets shut down because of some of the things he does. Like I'm just skimming the surface of what the Scambaiting does. There are whole communities out there, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who waste the times of these scammers, who work to stop them, who delete their files, who do all kinds of things.
Who help people recover their money or prevent them from losing their money as they're in the middle of being scanned, because they could be monitored so they can see this person's about to give their money and someone will call them in order to prevent that from happening. It's really quite incredible.
And you might not, the reason I bring this up is that you might not know that these types of people are out there, that something like this is out there. I didn't know until, a few weeks ago. I didn't know that there was Scambaiting, that this even existed. And there are a lot of people out there working hard in order to make your life better, to make the world a better place. And I believe that part of the mission we have with Happy for a Change, but also what would be good for Jumpstart, to jumpstart your life, to get you to empower you, is to seek out things that are outside of your sphere of awareness, to expand your awareness, to include things like this in order to understand just how complex the world is, just things that you could do. Like I didn't know there was a whole industry out there that was entertaining people while stopping scams.
That's right.
Like there are some of these channels, Jim Browning is one of these guys. He actually connects to the person's computer and is able to do a workaround where he can stay connected to their computer. And after they're done with the call with him, he can listen to other people being scammed. And while they're being scammed, he calls the victim to let them know, turn off your computer now, you're being scammed. Like there are people out there, this guy's Batman for Scambaiting,
Exactly.
out there saving lives, and people don't know about them.
And this is dangerous for some of them.
And it's dangerous. That's right. Don't scam bait. By the way, don't scam bait yourself. These people are protected. They're using virtual private networks. They know exactly what they're doing. So don't go out there and wasting scammers' time. If you're talking to somebody who's called you and is scamming you, they have your phone number, they have your address. Don't mess around with them, because the stories that go wrong. But these
just hang
people are
up.
out there.
Just hang up the phone.
This is how it is. Like, if I call Tom and he has time to talk, this is it. This is how the conversations go. That, and then a lot of slurs, a lot of terrible jokes. You get canceled like crazy. Facebook, never release our messages because we'll totally get canceled.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you want to get a little bit of that, you can join a Telegram group, and you can participate in audio and chat conversations. We'll be a little riskier there, I'm sure. If you want to become a patron, go over to patreon.com/happyforchange. We haven't tokenized yet, so you got to go over to patreon.com/happyforchange.